So I traded 2 stocks this morning. I hit my goal of making $100 with a small account, trading with only $2,700. And you'll see in this video how it all went down, trading 2 stocks, 2 winners, and taking that profit home in the first 15 minutes of the day. Jumping in short here on ALDR, looking for that break of $14, up $50 so far. And not liking it. Out there at $14.05 for a quick $75 there, only 500 shares. It might want to go lower. It looks like it wants to go lower now, but buyer stepping up there. Now it's going lower. There it goes, crashing down now. ALDR crashing down. So I made $75 quickly there. 20 seconds of market open. I was trying to go short a little bit earlier. Wasn't able to, and now it's pulling back here. DCTH jumping up here, up to that 25-cent area. Looking to get in above 25 cents here on DCTH. Not going to get in on this until it gets above 25 cents. You can see it's getting stopped out there at 24.50 for now. DCTH jumping up from 20 cents there, the pre-market, up to 25 cents. Got 4.5 million shares traded there in the first 1-minute candle. Looking at the 5-minute chart, or even zooming out here, it's got some resistance there at the 25-cent area from previous resistance there. You can see, looking to get in here on MBRX above $2 for a quick little jump up to that 210 area, possibly higher if it wants to go. Got 2,000 shares there at $2, up to 205 so far. Looking for a move higher here. Need to see if we can get a new high of day here on MBRX. Getting a bit extended here. And jumping out there on MBRX. It got a bit of a pullback there and then ended up selling in this push here. Getting out there early at 204. You can see it jumped up there to 207. So I was a little quick on the finger there on the hotkey sometimes. I'm selling into the bid here. I saw 207 jump up there. I clicked on it and ended up getting that 204 fill. So got to be quick on these ones. For a minute there, I was down $200 and then had this jump back up. I was kind of watching that 190 area as my stop area, kind of that 10-cent drop, possibly risking. You can see here on this candle, it jumped up to 209. I saw 207 on the bid there and just wasn't fast enough, or I think I was fast enough. I clicked on it, had my finger, boom, tried to hotkey out there and just didn't get filled. Ended up getting filled there at 204. Still making $80 on that. So I made $80 there on MBRX. And I made $100 so far. So it's been 9 minutes, made $100, and I'm pretty happy with it. You can see DCTH jumped up there to 26 cents. So it popped up 1 cent over that 25 break. And I don't know if it has the power really to do the move that it did last week. And just kind of a quick little jump. So it ended up not taking that trade. You can see my trades here. Getting that fill on ALDR at 1420, getting filled late there on that short, and then taking profit, and then covering there at 1405, 500 shares on that one, and then getting in there at the break of $2 on MBRX and selling at 204. Just wasn't liking it. It pulled back. I was down $200, and then it popped up on this candle. 1-minute candle jumped all the way back up here to 209. I thought I was taking profit there at 207, getting 204 instead. I use a limit order to sell on the bid basically. So if I see on the bid it says 204, I click and I should get filled at 204. But the problem is when these stocks move so fast and it's up and down, if I click and for just a split second, I mean it's faster than my eye can blink, and the bid drops down to 204 from that 207, like I said, I get filled at 204 instead. So really, you got to be really quick there to get in and out of these trades. You can see MBRX pulling back now to $1.85. So if I would have held this one for that, I would be down, $250 right now on this trade and pretty much have a bad morning so far. But instead, I'm up $100 on the day. I've been trading for a total of 12 minutes, and using the small account. You can see right here, I'm trading with $2,700. I ended up withdrawing money last week from my SureTrader account, putting it in the real bank, getting that money out of the Bahamas and putting it into my bank so I can actually have that profit. I hit my goal for the month overall earlier in the month, halfway through the month, really doubling my small account there, and ended up pulling out most of the money, leaving $2,500 to trade with. If you see the videos recently, I've been talking about $2,500 as what I'm trading with, and you can see, I paid $30 in commissions this morning. I paid $15 ECN fee, so my net on the day is $100, $109. My overall P&L on the day is $155. You can see there that my commissions is $29.70. I'm actually only about $19 in commissions because I pay $4.95 per 10,000 shares. So $4.95 times 4 is only $19. So I'm actually up another $10 on the day. So I'm up $119 on the day. And like I said earlier this month, my goal really for this account so far this month, and kind of just right now in general with the market being so slow as it is and not having the follow through, I've been really just happy with $100 a day. Just make $100, Patrick. We're going to wait for going into fall when the market starts to pick up, when the volume fills in, when there's a lot of big runners and the opportunities are there, then we'll capitalize. But for now, when it's slow, when the market is kind of weird and getting these kind of drops and pops, I'm going to just aim small in terms of what my goal. And then the big thing is there's a possibility that I might get even bigger results, because you can see, NBRX, it could have broke $2. It could have went up to $2.50. It could have really flown and went higher and higher, $2.50, $2.60. Who knows? It could have really ran up big, but it ended up crashing down. I was in there at $2 at 2,000 shares. If this would have jumped up to $2.20, $2.40, I would have made $300, $400, $500 there in a matter of minutes here on NBRX. So you never really know, but the big thing is just being able to protect your profits and be able to cut your losses. Ended up covering there at the $14 area. I probably could have covered a little bit lower, maybe $13.90, maybe $13.80. Made some more money there, but you can see ALDR cruising up here to $15.50 now. So good thing I took profit when I did. I wasn't stubborn, didn't want to hold this one. That's the great thing about day trading, is I can really just do what I want. If I want to just trade for 5 minutes in the market open, make a little bit of money, I can do that. And then I can go work on other things. I can go spend the day. It's summertime. It's beautiful. It's sunny here in South Florida. And, I might go do some stuff the rest of the day, forget about the market, and come back later if I think, there's some possibilities later on this afternoon. But overall, I can just do what I want, make my own rules, make my own time to work, do what I want. I made $100. Some people work all day long to make $100, and I made $100 in a matter of seconds here, and I'm happy with that. You can comment on this video and be like, well, how can you can't make a living off $100 a day. But people live off $100 a day. So for the people who are going to comment saying that this video is a scam, or who cares about me making a little bit of money, it is what it is. Like I said, NBRX could have went way higher. It could have went above 210, 220 area. I had 2,000 shares there. If it went to 220, I would have made $400 in a couple minutes, but it didn't go. It started to crash. It wasn't looking safe. It was looking like it wanted to crash, and you can see now it's kind of pulling back there. I could have lost $250. Instead, I made $80. Like I said, I wanted to get that 207. Didn't get filled there. Got 204 instead, but I'm happy with that. I can't complain. Take a look at NBRX getting up there to 220 now. That was the move that I wanted to get earlier, that I was expecting, above 210 earlier, up to that 220 area. I would have made $400 there. I had 2,000 shares. If I would have sold there above 215, 220 area, be a nice little payday and be sitting nice and green right now. But can't complain. You can see, had some nice little pops. Maybe could have got in here on a dip. But like I said, I was like, I'm already at my goal for the day. I already made two trades, I already made two trades, kind of a weird morning. Wasn't really looking that good overall. NBRX kind of bouncing. It popped up, pulled back. You can see here, it bounced off the 185 area, jumped up to 205, pulled back pretty hard again, but held that 185 area the whole time, and then finally squeezed up higher here to the 221 area. So nice move there on the NBRX. That was the move that I was talking about, the move that I wanted to get earlier. And like I said, having 2,000 shares there at $2, selling there at the 220 area for a quick $400, that would have been a nice little payday. And that was kind of the goal earlier, kind of where I saw it going. It was a little bit extended earlier, but I thought once it pulled back here, it was going to really go, and just didn't have the momentum. You can see the volume kind of dried up there. It kind of sold off, had a couple spikes in volume, but not enough, and then finally got a nice squeeze there above that 205 area up to 220. So missing out on that one, and I'm done for the day. And just wanted you guys to see that I was in the right place at the right time. I was in the right place, but just at the wrong time. If I'd have waited a little bit longer, or maybe got in later here, we actually had an alert to buy this again at the 206 area. And I was editing the video, and I was like, I don't really want to chance it. Why? Well, I'm already up, already hit my goal for the day. So now it's going higher there. And NBRX, you can see here, NBRX getting in there at the 206 area, looking for that profit. And there's that move up to the 220 area. And you can see NBRX, the first alert there, $2, taking profit there. And the 204 area for me. And then NBRX buying it again there at 206 for that move higher. And there it goes up to that 220 area now. And it looks like it might want to even go higher, new high of day possibly soon. And it's hitting on 220 again. So we'll see what happens here. But overall, I'm happy with the $119 that I made in the first 15 minutes of market open.